So, my dear students, we will learn some special characteristics of perfect competition. That is known as, in perfect competition, there is optimum or optimal allocation of resources. Now, what do you mean by optimal allocation of resources? Or when can we say that there is optimal allocation of resources? So, in perfect competition, if we will see there are 4 conditions or 4 features. If that is fulfilled, then we say perfect competition there is optimal allocation of resources. The first condition or first feature or advantage of perfect competition is that they are able to produce at minimum feasible cost. What is that? They are able to produce at the minimum feasible cost. All the firms in the industry are able to produce their product at a minimum feasible cost. So we can say when you are able to produce something at a minimum feasible cost, we can say that the production or the production is efficient. Suppose you take suppose we compare 2 persons, okay, and 2 persons in the same house. Now you are at home, so same house. Mother is asking you and your younger or elder sister to wash the vessels. Okay, now 50% of the vessels are given to you and 50% of the vessels are given to the other one. Now, which one is efficient? Now let us examine and see which one is efficient. Now the cost here is the time. How much time you take to finish this output. Okay, what output is something called washing, right? The cost is the time. Time is very costly resource, you know. Now your sister, younger or elder sister, finishes washing of the same amount of vessels within 10 to 15 minutes, or take maximum 15 minutes, and you are taking to wash the same amount of vessels 30 minutes. Okay, now who has produced the output at a minimum feasible cost? No doubt it is your sister. Okay, in the same way, so 30 minutes is too much. Where she could have finished 2 times the entire vessel, she could have finished within 30 minutes. But you are taking 30 minutes to complete the 50% of the vessels. So efficiency is a criteria in which we are judged, especially in the economic activities. Okay, now that's the first criteria, first advantage of perfect competition, or we can say first feature, specific characteristics of perfect competition. The second criteria is that to judge perfect competition is having optimal allocation of resource. Second condition that is fulfilled in perfect competition is that they are able to sell, or consumers are able to get the product at a minimum possible price. Okay, so consumers are able to get the products at a minimum possible price. How it is possible? Because we have seen in perfect competition, the commodities are sold at a price which is equal to its marginal cost of producing that commodity. Marginal cost, price is equal to its marginal cost. So consumers are able to enjoy the commodities at a lower price. So in perfect competition, the price of the commodity is very low, or we can get the commodities at a cheaper rate. Okay, now the third condition that is fulfilled for optimal allocation of resources is that there is efficient utilization of resources. which means they are working, the firms or the plant is working at its full capacity. Full capacity. What do you mean by this full capacity? Full capacity means when what's that called? That you are able to utilize your entire talents. Or in terms of the industries or firms, suppose a firm is having a capacity to produce only 100 units of output, suppose as the capacity is only that much. Then if the firm is utilizing or producing those 100 units of output, then we can say that particular firm there is efficient utilization of resources, because the entire resources are utilized for the production of these commodities. Okay. Now suppose the firm is producing only 80 units of output. What happens? Whereas output, the resources are not utilized, some pending resources are there, or some unutilized resources are there, which shows inefficiency in the production. Okay. Now we see, so what do you see now? There is efficient utilization of resources, which means the entire resources are fully utilized for the production of the commodity. And the last condition that is fulfilled in perfect competition is that all the firms are earning just normal profits only. All the firms in the industry earns just normal profits in the long run, that we have seen. So what does it mean? They are not craving for, they are not getting excess profits in the long run. Okay. I forgot to tell you in the third point that how do we know that firms are utilizing at its or operating at its full capacity? Because we have seen in perfect competition they are operating at the minimum point of LAC, right? The minimum point of LAC means that the firm is utilizing its entire capacity. We have seen in the long run equilibrium, the LAC is tangent to the demand curve, which is also equal to the price, right? Okay. And last point, of course, firms are not earning excess profit, they are just earning normal profit. So these are the features which makes perfect competition different from other competitions. So when you are going to compare now, this particular perfect competition is a benchmark, okay, standard model, and this will be utilized to compare when we discuss the other models. So perfect competition is a perfect market model. So always we have to compare with the perfect model, right? So what are the characteristics of this perfect model, especially in terms of optimal allocation of resources? What are they? So we have seen the 4 points. Okay, they are producing at a minimum feasible cost. Then they are also able to sell the commodities at a lower price, or consumers are able to get the commodities at a cheaper rate, because price is always equal to the marginal cost of the commodity. Third one is they are able to produce efficiently, which means there is optimal allocation of resources. The plant capacity is fully utilized. There is no remaining, or not something is kept apart. All the resources are fully utilized. And the last point is all the firms are making only normal profits, because they are operating at the minimum point of LAC. Price is equal to the LAC, the minimum point of LAC price around the average cost, and also full capacity is of the plant is utilized. So in the long run, perfect competition is a perfect market model wherein the other markets are compared, we can see, and you see the differences in the other market when it is compared with the perfect market model, that is called the perfect competition. Okay, so in the long run all these 4 criteria are fulfilled in perfect competition. So I did not use any board or something. I hope the idea is clear. There is no particular portion is given you to learn this, but I thought I have to explain this so that now in Kautsiani's book they are explaining also with the consumers indifference curve and PPC, how it is able to the consumer is able to reach the highest indifference curve, and because they are producing at is a full capacity, there is nothing but all the resources are fully employed, right? So using PPC, how the society's welfare, economy's welfare as a whole is maximized when perfect competition takes place. A perfect market model is a running feature of any economy. Okay, so I wind up. So this can be used for comparing with the other market structures. That is why it is explained in detail. Okay, so we'll see you in the next class. Related to the constant increasing and decreasing cost industries. Okay.